Fourth term in Côte d'Ivoire, crucial lunch at the Élysée on February 1, 2025, between Emmanuel Macron and Alassane Ouattara. I told you so, and the most diligent followers will remember. I warned you, Alassane Ouattara is heading to Paris, the place where, according to him, everything is decided. He belongs to that old generation of African leaders, now largely gone, who firmly believed that a president's fate is not decided at the ballot box, but in the hushed salons of the French capital. According to this outdated doctrine, it is Paris, not the sovereign people, that grants political legitimacy before power can be exercised in Africa, because, in the end, the people matter little. If we are Democrats, we must recognize that the power is not ours. Power comes from the people. The power is of the people. The people lend power for a while to the deputies. The people, the exclusive holders of power, lend power for a period of time to a president of the republic. The people, holders of exclusive power, lend us their power for a moment. Let's not forget it. Don't confuse. Let us not fool ourselves into thinking that we have the power. We are not the power, the people are the power. Following the crucial meeting of his inner circle on November 28, 2024, during which his close associates convinced him to seek a fourth term, the despot Ouattara attempted to win over Emmanuel Macron over the phone. But the conversation did not go well. The French president was unimpressed by the arguments of the old Grigou. Despite having assured his entourage that he had no intention of traveling to France, the Ivorian leader was forced to revise his plans after this tense phone call. Aware that his political future hinges on the Élysée's approval, he meticulously prepared to plead his case before his strategic partner. Within his circle, every possible measure has been taken to ensure this meeting works in his favor. Marabouts have been summoned, and hundreds of oxen and camels have been sacrificed, not to bring him good fortune, but to bewitch Macron, ensuring that he agrees to everything the tyrant Ouattara says, without question or resistance. The Ivorian despot knows that this meeting will determine not only his future but also that of the RHDP. He hopes to convince Macron that he is the only safeguard against the looming threats and that he alone can protect France's interests in West Africa. His two main arguments are as follows. 1. The member states of the Alliance of Sahel states will leave the WEMU, triggering a monetary and economic earthquake in West Africa. Only he, Alassane Ouattara, can prevent this disaster. 2. Regional security and counter-terrorism efforts. He presents himself as the last stronghold ensuring France's continued stability in a region plagued by insurgencies. But this is precisely the fatal mistake to avoid. If France's influence in West Africa is collapsing, it is because of one man, Alassane Ouattara. Through his ruthless political maneuvers, his interference, and his unwavering loyalty to Paris, he has accelerated the disintegration of ECOWAS and the growing rift between Francophone Africa and its former colonial power. France has already backed the wrong horse, and lost. Persisting in supporting Ouattara would be a political suicide for the Élysée. The winds of history are shifting. And one thing is certain, Alassane Ouattara doesn't have much time left. Mark my words. I say, you, who are going to tell the President of the Republic that the Ivorians are demanding it, is it not the time to prove to the President of the Republic that the Ivorians are really demanding it? Open the electoral list. The Ivorians who shout that they want to be on the electoral list. Ivorians who wish to register on the electoral list to vote for the President of the Republic, is it not time to hurry up to be able to register them on the electoral list so that they can vote for the President of the Republic? Or do you not have confidence? These Ivorians whom you have made happy, these Ivorians who are so happy, which is why they demand it so much, do you not have confidence in them? Open the electoral list so that they can register to vote for the President of the Republic, or do you not have confidence? Or do you not have confidence? You bunch of cowards. The only terrain you control is the terrain of violence. Other than that, you no longer control anything. It's the only thing you control. Debt and violence are all you have control over. Supposedly the Ivorians are demanding it. Open the electoral list, we will register to vote. Or do you not have confidence? You don't see us crying because we don't want the President of the Republic to pass. The terrain that you control, we will not play there. This time, the terrain that you master best, the terrain of violence, we will not play there. We are going to take you into territory that you do not master at all. We will play on the field of peace and non-violence. We will play on the field where everyone takes their ballot to put it in the ballot boxes. There will be no ballot stuffing. There will be no cheating. There will be no violence either. This is what will bring you down because it is the only thing you have control over. We go up, we go down, you won't even have the chance to touch your machetes, I assure you. As true as we are on the land of the Ivorians and the decision is up to the Ivorians, there will be no violence. We will set the pace. I say that this time, the Ivorians will set the pace. No one will come and impose anything on us. What is it? We are tired. If you want, gather as many brigands as you want. If Côte d'Ivoire is not enough for you, you can go find some in neighboring countries. But this time you won't even get the chance to play violence. This won't happen. Know that you exaggerate in the end. You exaggerate in the end. Dear Ivorians, let us prepare our administrative documents so that we can register on the electoral list. Mr. Kibiert will open the electoral list. He cannot deprive Ivorians of their right to vote. In reality, you have never known the Ivorians. Even if it is to call on the UN and the international community to come and organize the elections themselves so that there are no murders in Côte d'Ivoire, we will do it. If Mr. Kibiert is incapable of organizing transparent and inclusive elections, we will call on the UN and the international community to prevent us from reliving the situations of 2010 and 2020. The Ivorians are tired. Share the video massively. Share the video. Chris Yapi does not lie. Find Chris Yapi on his 2 YouTube channels, his Rumble channel, his TikTok, X, Instagram, VK and Threads accounts.